Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. First week of Ore Road training series, practice, crit, whatever you want to call it. Real quick, let's jump into the stats. My FTP is 283. That is 3.9 watts per kg, coming in at 160 pounds. Race age 33. Yeah, man, this is the first race of Ore Road is always shorter because of the daylight and stuff like that. So our race stats will be similar. We only raced for 35 minutes at a distance of just over 13 and a half miles. Average speed was 22.7. That is as a result of what you saw at the beginning of the crash we had. Normalized power 280, average power 225. All right, guys, let's jump into it. Like I just said, Ore Road is back. This is our Charlotte, North Carolina practice/training crit. It is like a club, a sanctioned co-op that we do, and today's the first day. So I'm moving up. If you look up in the head, we've got 5 riders up off the front. I've got 2 teammates up the road, and I see this real quick, and I'm like, oh, your boy's got to move up. I need to get in better position, for 1, so I can see what's going on, 2, so I can react to any chasers that might happen, because I'm completely fine with this. We're 4 minutes in. We just got done doing our neutral laps. I am ready to block for anybody or do whatever I got to need to. I'm ready to set the tone for the first Ore Road of the 2023 season. But guess what? People want to chase this down, so I hesitate just a little bit, hoping to snap the rubber band, and I do just slightly get a little bit of a gap, get back on Hot Fly Rider's wheel in the gray and yellow, and now we're off. You can see our teammates are up the road a little bit, and we're only 4 minutes in. People are eager. This thing isn't going anywhere, but it's a good start to the ride. It's good to set the tempo early, and it's only 35 minutes. And going into this, I was like, oh no, like, am I ready for like this short hammer fest of a ride? Because coming off of like the Hincapie crit, which was an hour, or coming off the road race, which was like 2.5, 3 hours, like, was my body ready for a punchy crit? Well, we're gonna find out. Just up the road, we had a counterattack from a Hot Fly rider. Teammate Nick went with that. You can see him way up in the front slightly. It's kind of hard to see coming around the bend, but we got some guys up the road. And Bryce is in the perfect position right now. He's on the front doing what he needs to do, setting a false tempo, setting good speed to kind of hose it. Well, we've got some people that want to be a part of this. Teammate Jared comes on my inside right here, and he's going to swoop this thing up. You can tell, look at the sun, guys. This sun is really, really blinding. We have some parked cars on the left and right of us, a tractor trailer. That's going to play a factor here in a little bit. But me and Bryce are on the front, kind of quote-unquote blocking, setting a false tempo. If somebody wants to come around us and chase that down, they can. Like, I have no problem with that. But you can see the rear cam. People are pretty content, with kind of staying here, staying behind us, and I'll do that in the entire race if they let me. But the break has established, guys. They are gone. It's a 2 Newtype, 2 Hot Fly, and there may be a third rider, I forget. And they're gone. I mean, they've already got 10 seconds on us already, coming across that turn right there into turn 2. And I'm just like, heck yeah, let's have some fun here and settle in. Here comes Jake, following a good wheel. Let this King Racing development rider in the orange and blue, let him pull. I don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. But we're super excited. I think we had 40 to 45 riders for the first day. It was really, really cold. Like, even though we have the sun right now, the ride back, I was frozen. And so that's never fun. But we're coming down this hill. I'm back on the front again. I'm not going slow, but I'm not going fast either. Here comes Bryce on the left to almost do like a false attack, kind of. And some guys take the bait. Well, check the guy directly on my right, white bike, right here. Boom. Mechanical. Check the rear cam. See you. He's gone in the abyss, dude. It's crazy. He collected some riders in the rear of the field, and it was all because of that sun. Coming up that little false flat right there, you couldn't see anything. And so the riders in the rear of the field were blinded. Here it is again in slow motion. We'll watch it a couple times. Let me know what you guys think. I think he broke a spoke or his hub failed, because his rear wheel starts wobbling back and forth. And I took this frame by frame, and his chain never dropped, okay, off the front or the rear. So there it is again, and you could see the wheels like wobbling, or like I don't really know. I've never seen that before. And he's actually, like, right now his wheel is locked up, so he's like skidding backwards and just takes out a couple people. Fortunately, everyone was okay. It is bad that it happened on the first day, but hey, it's a mechanical. Everyone was fine, and that sun really played a factor in it. Well, hey everybody, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the algorithm, and it doesn't cost you anything. So definitely hit that thumbs up. Appreciate all the support. Hope you enjoy the content. Well, if you look up at the timer, we have been sitting still or doing neutral laps for like a full 10 minutes to clear up the course, reset everybody. That breakaway with 2 of my teammates in it, that had to reset. Just the rules of our ride. Whenever we have an incident like that, we just do a reset, and it is unfortunate, but hey, it's just the first ride of the year. It's not a big deal. Well, now we're getting restarted at 19 minutes in, and boom, we are hoping some people cool down, and some guys are going up the road to attack. We have 3 teammates up the road, and so I'm just kind of getting in line, following in line, and moving in. Pushing ahead just a few minutes later, and tempo's going high. Check the rear cam. The field is super strung out right here because we've been keeping the pace up. We have an attack go off the front. I want to be a part of this thing. Break off a quick 900 watts, catch a wheel. Sun is super blinding. Those parked cars were not fun, but this is, we're starting to like establish who's going to be, you know, the main contenders for this ride today up in the front. So you can see we've got three Newtype riders, maybe 4 if you count Jared directly behind me. So, and then we have 2 hot fly riders up the road, and then 1 King Racing Development rider as well. But we have a counter. Boom, Andrew from hot fly. Bryce is on his wheel. Perfect positioning. I'm sitting in. I'm gonna sit in right behind teammate Nick right here, and if they go off the front, I am completely fine with that. I have 0 issues with this. We only have 15 minutes left, so there's not much time anyways, and Bryce and Andrew have the motor that they can go and get a break. But Josh Moore from King Racing Development, boom, on the left, wants to be a part of this thing, and when he goes, you have to go. If you sit down, you are going to get left in the dust. You can see the big gap got created, and the hot fly rider directly in front of me didn't snap as quickly as he could, and now we have a huge gap. Well, I was thinking that this hot fly rider, since he has 2 teammates up the road, was just going to set a false tempo, and I was going to have to go cover that. But look, he pulls me back all the way to them, and I'm loving this. I'm like free ride-ish. You know, 400 watts isn't really free, but he definitely keeps the momentum and gets up this hill, and we all get reorganized. We're all reset. No shame in that at all. But a counter, boom, hot fly rider inside, right at the top of the hill, counters, gets a huge gap already. Fortunately, it's just a solo rider, and there's too many of us for where I wasn't really feeling super threatened by this. And then now you can see what the King Racing Development rider in the orange and blue, and then my other 2 teammates coming around me to immediately get on the front and keep the pace up. I was like, perfect. We've got guys in position that are feeling fresh, that can keep the pace high and reel in Lang, who just did the solo flyer. This was super fun, like back-to-back attacks. I loved it. It was a great time. All right, skipping ahead. Only a couple laps left. I believe we're on 2 to go. 2.5 to go right here. 31 minutes in. And you can see way up the road, we got 5 guys up the road. So they are chasing one solo rider who went on a little flyer, I think, with 4 to go. And so they're chasing after him. And I want to be a part of that. Boom. Jared's on the front. What am I going to do? Snap it real hard on the downhill. Break the rubber band. Come around him. And I'm working through some lap traffic right here. And the solo rider, the hot flyer rider, boom, right there. He was off the front. And so we caught him. And now I'm just keeping the throttle down to make it up to the 4-rider break. My boy Bryce is in it. I'm feeling good. Let him know that I'm there. I probably should have voiced it like, hey, we have a gap, like, let's go. But I was kind of cooked right here, just doing a solid 500 watts up that hill the entire time. And you can kind of see we're a little unorganized. Like, we're going fast. I mean, we're going 30 miles an hour, but we should all be straight. We should all be starting to rotate. And I probably should have voiced that right now coming across the line. I think this is 2 to go right here. So I'm motivated. I start getting in line. But everyone is still kind of like unsure really of like what's going on. You can see an elbow flick from the hot fly rider, Andrew. Paul's in the rear cam, yelling at us, trying to get us to motivate so we can stay away. We got 2 laps left, man. It's good to go. I should have stayed on Bryce's wheel right here. He kind of moved to the left a little bit, and I wasn't sure if he was flicking me through or what. And so I do my pull. It's not much on this downhill, really. I'm kind of hurting. It's really cold tonight. And Paul, boom, steps on the gas. And I'm doing 400 watts, 450 right here. And 500. I could not stay on the wheel right here. Up this little uphill drag. And that's it. Guys, we've seen this many times for me. I don't know what it is. It's super frustrating. But either way, I'm happy for Bryce. He's got a teammate up the road. Here comes the group in the rear cam. They're hauling butt by me. It's kind of strung out. And what I do is unintentionally, not want to wrecking, but I kind of take the inside line right there. Like, I didn't want to swing out wide and potentially crash anybody. But it kind of helped Bryce in the lead group. It kept it kind of strung out, made people slow up slightly just enough. And my race is done, guys. So I'm like chilling. I'm like dropping in the back. I'm like, you know what? It's the first day. Like, I'm done. I'm not going to, try and do a field sprint with all these bozos. But it was good. So let's talk about Bryce and the other riders. This group, this peloton, was hauling butt to try and catch up to them. Miraculously, somehow, just the motivation or the organization wasn't there, and Bryce and those riders stay away. And Bryce comes across the line, P3 for the first Ore Road of the year. Things are looking good, guys. We are excited to mix it up a little bit more this year in Ore Road. We've got guys that are really, really strong, and the fitness is going really well for them. And we're hoping to practice some stuff here on these Tuesday nights and implement that stuff on race weekends. But other than that, guys, be on the lookout for more videos. We're going to be in the doing some weekend races and some more gravel races and stuff. The videos are going to keep coming. Catch you on the next one.